With the spike in players, I have been getting a lot of questions on how to get better at the game, and I have been slacking. I haven't put out a tips and tricks in about 8 months. Sorry about that, so here's a fresh tips and tricks for breachers. So the first thing I want to go over is options. If you go over to the options right here, go to comfort, you can scroll down. What I really want to look at here is going to be your hand smoothing. It's default at 1.0. On my Quest 3 standalone, I have this to 0.5. Virtual stock, you can set this if you have shaky hands, and you have the offset right here. The higher it is, the less your dominant hand will influence the aim. The only thing I don't like about this is, in close quarter combat situations, rotating the gun to aim at them, it becomes a pain. So I have that off. Another thing is, having your reticles right here, you can customize them. I have it on cyan, and I kind of tweaked it up to where it has a little glow. I adjusted the holographic scale and the red dot scale. So you can't have button remapping. If you don't like the way something is, you can remap the buttons for it. For me, I adjusted grips over to the magazines because I don't like using trigger for grabbing mags. So there is an offline mode you can go to. Also, you can hit the gun range. I do recommend the gun range. First, we're gonna go over the training here. If you go into the training, you can see that you can hit all of the maps. I recommend going with no friendly bots. That way it's just you up against all enemies. And you can get your aim on here. When you start with a pistol round, you only start with these. You start with 900 credits. It's going to be brutal because your healing syringe is 450. So if you want, you can go with a Jesper and a healing syringe. That's about it. You can deck out your Jesper a little and you can still have some money for the next round. The whole goal here though, you want to save as much money as you can in order to get to your rifles. These are the hard hitters right here. So what I like to do is I'll spend 500 plus the extra 75 for my red dot and just chill. I can reuse this for a few rounds until I get to the rifle. However, if you do find yourself liking SMGs, they are pretty good. They hit 2 to 3 to the head and then they're dead. All three of these run about the same. The RCP I feel is better than all of them because they have more bullets. The Viper is a little more stable. Stabilization on it, keeping your aim on, is a little better on the Viper. So as an enforcer, my goal is to get into either A or B. Of course, we would have had a team, but I'm going solo on a bot lobby right here. And I gotta plant the EMP. This is not a run and gun game. This is more tactical than that. You gotta do the objective. You can win by killing everybody, but however, if you plant this, it will help you out greatly. Let me go over the rappelling real quick. You just hold trigger and it pops you up here. If you hold the left joystick down as if you're running while you're going down, it drops you down faster. When it's green, you can let go and rappel. I'm sure everybody should know that if you were here. And swinging in, you just right button press. This is a suicide mission and it's gonna happen. Let's go for it. Right button press is your crouch button. I actually made it. I am surprised. From here, I crouch in real life and I can just cover this. It makes me a smaller target and it puts your gun about, I think, at your cap. I'm out of bullets. I am out of bullets? No way. We're about to swing in. Let me in. Oh! Even if that was against bots, I'm really surprised that I won that, to be honest. Like, I for sure thought I was gonna get bopped coming back in. If this was a live game, that would not have happened. Alright, now that I'm done ecoing, I have 3,800 because I got an ace on that. Now I'm ready to go into my Vezin. This is what I like for the rifle. This is semi-auto. It one taps to the head, about 3 to the body. This one is pretty much as good as the SMGs, in my opinion. Might have better damage, I don't know. It's slower fire rate, but it's still 2 taps to the head. Vezin 1 taps to the head. Marui 1 taps to the head. These are automatics. The Marui does have farther range. I didn't get any attachments. So meaning just like he has better penetration damage, like he can shoot through some of the walls, and the fall off damage. So it can like cross map still at the same damage, whereas the Vezin not so much. Sometimes distantly the Vezin will be a 2 tap to the head, but again, these are all close range maps with the exception of Arctic, the new one, maybe in some spots of the skyscraper all the way down the hallways, but these are very close range maps. So 1 tap to the head with an automatic with the fastest fire rate in the rifle category, the Vezin. This is the Nutcracker edition, the cracker of all nuts. That's the rule you just saw right there. And this is why you get attachments. Look at this. This is terrible. Right back in there, you can shoot through this wall, right? So I would like to showcase that if I can. I want to figure out where the other guy's at. Is that dude dead? Yeah, he is. Oh, he's over in there. Oh well, I guess not. With planting, you just twist this, line it up, match the patterns, and it plants. Same thing with disarming. Same thing. As far as breaching things, you can purchase multiple items. You just drop it on the ground, or you know what I like to do is just drop and catch, like that, and it seems to work just fine. This way, it prevents people from like coming over and like spamming grip trying to steal your stuff. Yeah, you'll have some greedy teammates like that. So here's a breaching foam. You can use this 3 times, and if you just carry it over, it will recharge for the next round. So you're not just like single use, just use it once or anything like that. There are hatches you can hit. You can hit this space right here. It's a waste if you do it on the windows. About the only reason to do it on a window is to just, you know, try to flank people out. You know, you pop a window, people look at the window, and then you swing through another one, something along those lines. Usually there's 2 hatches per floor. There's this one, and the other one's going to be on the other side. Again, this is hideout, so every map is different. There's 1 use, there's the 2nd use, and then you can see when I go for the 3rd use right here, I can't use it anymore. I can't spray it anymore. It's not spraying. It's dead. But if I save it, I'll be able to use it next round. I got to go down 2 floors. I don't know why I'm up here. So throwing anything in this game is kind of tedious. I don't understand what the throwing mechs are, but what I found is this, instead of trying to overhand it and throw it, punching and letting go seems to work, both in right and left hand. So like just bouncing it like that seems to work. It seems to be a little more precise. You can bounce it off door frames. Try to hit people with it, I don't know. So it's a little more precise for me. What I like to do, and just though you can't cook the grenade, is I'll run with the grenade and just... There we go, we got a double. Again, this is a bot lobby, so it's not, you know, so crazy. I'm just gonna go ahead and plant this. I want to get him to try to disarm this. You can shoot through these walls right here. So if you plant, you can guard it. Right there, got him. So you can hear the sounds when you shoot through the walls. And you can just kind of blind fire that way as well. The moment you start shooting, you hear that flip, 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 flip. Those are the hit markers. So you can just use that to keep on your target. So let me cover the gadgets because they are different for both sides. On this side, the bottom 4 is different from the other side. We got the breaching foam, the flashbang, the cloaking, and the drone. The top 4 are always the same. Frag, smoke, incendiary, and healing, I feel don't really need any introduction. However, when it comes to your health syringe, you can use it twice per round. Save it. Also, you can save these. Strip them from the enemies, actually. Try to steal them from the enemies and give them to your friendlies. That's the best thing I can say. You got 2 uses per round. When it's yellow, it's ready to use. Whenever you hit trigger, it's green until you use it. I haven't taken damage, so it'll turn red whenever I take damage and I heal. It'll be on the cool off. It'll turn back to yellow whenever it's ready to be used again. You can just look down and see it. The drone, probably really underrated. I'll just kind of show you how it works right here. All right, so that's me droning. I probably just dropped my flashbang, unfortunately. I am one ugly looking guy. All right, okay, so with this, you can go underneath. It's just like your spectator view, pretty much, only you can see enemies. You got to use your pings. That's the whole thing here. So they really nerfed this. It used to be a little faster moving. You can kind of move around to try to dodge getting shot. That's about the best you can do. Flank people out with it, but do call them out. If you stack, the best thing to do with the drone, you can throw your friendlies on there, say about 3 people stacked, even 4, and you can be the guy out there. Drone in, and then just ping everything you can, and just have have 4 players swing on that poor guy that's out there, you know? It's good. Also, you can deter people with the drone. It works, it works. All right, so flashbang wise, arm it. When you throw it and bounce it off of anything, that's when it's ready to start flashing. And it is ridiculous. Whatever you look at, let's just see. And it's gonna be a line of sight. So if I would have stayed in the way, it would have just blinded me. Even if I'm kind of turned, it's still gonna blind me. I have to be a full 180 to dodge getting blinded. We're running down at 54 seconds. The cloak right here. When I press trigger, I'm cloaked. The more I move, the faster I move, the more visible I am. Right now, I'm kind of just like a blob. Though I'm pretty sure the bots will always see me. Or not. So there's a couple kills, and then I can use it again. I think you can use like 3 or 4 times. Straight to the moving real slow and gingerly. And I'm still cloaked. Okay, so that's the cloak. This is whenever it turns green, you can use it again. I believe it's fed by kills, though. Kills in time, so something along those lines. One thing to note is they can see when you're clipped through. They can see that. So pre-game, don't be on the windows. You want to be away from the windows, or they can see that. Also, as an enforcer, you can get better angles going in. Like I could see up underneath this one, and nothing is over there. So there's really no reason for me to just blast through it. And I did want to show you guys something else, which is kind of rarely used. It's more of a trolling technique, but it can be used. You can blast hatches from underneath. They're all just kind of running around, but you know, in a live lobby, that part would have caused some chaos. People would have been down there ready to drop on me or just keep shooting at me. Like if you're ripping that, you better follow it up with some grenades. So Revolter is all about defense. We gotta prevent them from coming in, planting the EMP, and defusing our bombs. We are the terrorist. So as always, we start out with 900, and we only have these pistols in here. Like I stated, the top 4 are the same, the bottom 4 are different. We're over here as Revolters, so we get trip mines, static field, proximity sensor, and door blockers. Of course, since it's a pistol round, you're gonna want to eco. You're gonna be wanting getting the rifles. You're probably gonna want that sweet Vezin. However, if you're an SMG lover, more power to you. You can get the Omen, Viper, RCP, or if you're just a Chad, you can get that Taurus and stick with that Taurus. All right, so now that I have ecoed, I am ready to roll. I always go on my Vezi boy here. That is just like what I like. He's the Nutcracker edition. One thing I'd like to point out, you can hear people running through. Some over here, some took the water over here. You should be able to hear that. I'll have to boost it. Look, see, and like right here, they're just clipping through the window, so we know somebody's right here. So one thing I can do is, I definitely want this. I'm gonna want healing syringe. This is just what I want, but we're going to take these people out with trip mines. One won't do it, you're gonna need 2. So the other one was, they're coming from the other side. I'm gonna see if I can get over there quick enough. Yep, they just popped it. So now they gotta deal with the door blocker. One thing with the door blocker, and I got my kill over there. One thing with the door blocker, if you shoot the gadget, it will take it out. If you shoot it, it'll take it out. You can also punch it, and it'll take it out. Okay, we are planting. Okay, again, these are bots, so it's not like anything miraculous. I'm just trying to explain the gadgets without having people scream into my ear and have the live environment. We'll be running into the live environment so I can cover more things thoroughly, or I might even put live environment coverage over the top. Door blockers can go in windows. However, people can just punch them out. But people don't want to be vulnerable because you can shoot limbs to kill people. So if they're sitting there punching this, eventually they're going to break it to where you could just shoot them. Also, people don't want to waste their bullets on it. Sometimes. I hear them all over here, so what I want to do, the static emitter is going to shock them and keep them here. It will hurt them for like all of 10 damage. If you shoot the white spot, it will kill it. However, if you don't hit that, you hit everywhere around it, you're not going to be able to break that. You have to shoot the white spot. One bullet kills. Oh, they're probably going to kill me. As you can see, taken care of here. Got one. That's why it's always good to just kind of spray right through there. Hip firing can keep you running as well, so if you're good at hip firing, this is for you. Proximity sensors are great, however, you're gonna need to hide them. Here I'm running around up here, so possibly here. I'm just gonna put this right here. So he's just taking like 10 damage or something. It's not much. It's really not much right there. But it stops him there. Actually, no planting. That is a terrible plant spot. Notice they're staying away from the door blocker, which I'm really surprised. This is not a good plant spot here either. Like if you're planting in this particular one, planting right here so you can kind of guard it a little better, or right here, you can guard it outside. A lot of people like to try to go for this one. It works, but a lot of people, especially the older players who have been playing this for a while, they have wised up, because if you're trying to plant down here, the moment they hear this, somebody's going to be running around up here. They're going to try to get you from here or possibly the garage. I've even seen people go all the way to the other side to come out on the 3rd floor up top to try to pop you down from up there. I wanted to show you this one, because you can plant right here, and then from here, I'll ping it so you can see it. You can shoot it from here. What happened to my ping? Just magically disappear. From here, you could shoot it from here. That's about where I would have been planting anyway, so you just guard it. Just sit here and guard it. I guess the pings go away after a while. Swing in. Sometimes works. Just gonna break this. One thing I like to do here, which is guard it from down here. As long as you have other players alive, because this will get you killed real fast. Other players can help you out, like I ripped that, so if somebody's back there guarding and I'm underneath just toying with them, especially with a grenade. So that should have covered all of the gadgets for each side, a little what each side is about. I do recommend going to the gun range here, because you can figure out which guns you like the most. Or if you just play in the bot lobbies, you can figure it out. But in the gun range, they actually show you all of the specs. Like if you go in here, it shows you the fire rate, damage fall off, wall penetration, and lets you use just the sights on it. You can try to earn all of the golds all the way across the board, just every single one of them. So I gotta go into a couple live games real quick. Maybe I can come up with more things to show you guys. Just kind of talk my way through each action.
Here, let me have it. Here.
Going in, watch to the right. Ping everything you can with the drone for sure. Gotcha. I'll throw a grenade. One's down. Take the syringe.
On the right corner.
Alright, anybody got a spray? You can rip that.
He does. Someone does. No, he does. I got the spray.
One in the back corner. One in the back corner.
On the right.
Alright, you should be able to plant on the bar if you crouch up to it.
I'm gonna try.
There's a guy in the back corner, so try to protect him. Gotcha.
Yeah, one of coming about, I lit that one.
Double, let's go.
Two big ones. The three that's on stairs is stupid low.
Just get a guard.
Hide behind the bar if you have to. I mean, that's just one of. Yeah. I mean, we need to win it.
Got it. Using communication. That's the biggest thing with the game. You gotta use your communication. Ate his ass up. Ate him up. Is there another one over there? No, somebody smoked. That's two of them down. We just, there's one left. Where's the EMP? Alright, gotcha. I'm coming in with the fire over here. Push in and plant. Oh, nice.
Can't go through the door?
Two down. And a drone.
We have a drone.
Heal up. Heal up. Ready to roll. Hopefully we're not getting flanked at this point in time. Oh shit! I took out my friend. Oh, sorry man, I just shot my friend. Yeah, definitely when people are running in front of you, try to cease fire, but I was really hoping that, like, I was gonna crack an egg to make it on, but I wanted to kill him, but, you know, take out the friendly just in case. But, oh, we lost it because of that. Oh, no. Hopefully these tips and tricks help you guys out. If you have any more, drop them in the comments. I do have other videos you can check out as well, but I will see you guys next time. Peace out till then.